G'day to all the Winston Sports Media YouTube subscribers. I appreciate you following me on my journey. It's all about sports and travel on this channel, so I hope you are all enjoying the content at the moment. Now today's video is going to be about me heading down to the mighty Port Malmö Maulers, up the Maulers here in obviously Malmö in Sweden. I'll be applying a little bit of my sports broadcasting skills that I picked up over the last 3 years, and I'll be interviewing some of the players. I'll also be seeing how they go about training, what the numbers are like, and I suppose what the blend is of, you know, Scandinavians and also expat Aussies as well. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and let's get into it. I'll see you soon. So I've just jumped out of the car and I'm here for the very first Port Malmö Mauler footy training. Number one, it's exciting because I'm going to meet the locals here at this great club here in Malmö, Sweden. Number two, it's going to be interesting to see the blend of Scandinavians, Europeans, expat Aussies, all mixing in for one, and see, I guess, how the locals understand our Indigenous game back home in Australia. So a very unique experience. So here we are. Football in Sweden, Aussie rules in Sweden. You can see Fanikim goalpost, not a bad deck. So just as I'm walking along, I would say, without actually knowing the numbers, I'd say maybe 20 odd training tonight, which is cool. And this is a huge sports field here in Malmö. You got a bit of rugby, soccer pitches. I'm not sure what they're doing over there, but she's fresh down here for sure. So Port Malmö Mauler training here. Very first training session. G'day boys. Good to see the sesh.
Down, 17, down, 18, down, 19, down, 20. All right, we'll get down.
That'll do. Let's go, what's our stretch?
We haven't trained in almost like 6 months to play the game. Listen up.
One voice.
So right, now we're going back to basic. Getting the rust off us. Especially Andy, because he's 60. Alright? So try to be nice here. No, you just keep it. Body behind the ball. Don't get fingers straight forward. Don't break them, please. Try it easy. Please up. Let's go easy.
Which way are we going? Oh, sorry. You still got it. Come on, Bo. Nice. Yes, right here, right here, right here. Hold on.
Hamza, Lucas, you're kicking over the Summers. Obviously, I don't know what you've done. Syria's right, I don't know what they did with you in Ireland. And Sammy, my goodness, mate, if we can get these skills down, I think we'll have to call you Rui. You jump like a kangaroo. Let's go for a quick jog around, and we'll meet back and grab a drink, and we'll set up the next trip.
Yep. The midfielder running through from the blue cone. That's English. Gets the ball, kicks a goal. And you follow the ball, right? Yep. So when all the balls down there, everyone gets it? Yeah. You get it? Get behind in the van, right? Yep.
Great kick.
Yeah.
Nice goal.
Yeah. Behind you, jockey. Behind you, jockey.
Good hands, great hands. Well done, Cat. Good kick. Good kick.
Nice.
We're about halfway through training. I'll tell you what, like, as I'm getting footies kicked at me, for like a bunch of Europeans all getting together, Scandinavians, I think it's pretty good. It's good to see them. They're kind of understanding the tactics, the rules of the game, and yeah, I think everyone's working well together, and albeit everyone's pretty rusty because this is the very first training session. So, but it's good to see footy here in Europe, and we've got good numbers. This is pretty good numbers. I'll get the probably 25, 30 people, so it's pretty good. Fucking lovely kick.
That's it. Lovely! Right, get it. Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is.
That's it, what Hello, Donal, how you going today?
Doing good, yeah. Cheers.
It's fantastic to hear. Now, we just had the very first Port Malmö Maulers training for season 2021. It's been a really long layoff after the COVID-19 outbreak. How are you feeling after your first session back?
That's fine. Yeah, I guess we finished up probably September, October last year. We weren't able to have any indoor training, which obviously got a bit boring, so I was kind of doing some of my own stuff in the gym over the last few months, and we actually started back with our Gaelic football training yesterday, so I got a run out yesterday before today. So kind of, yeah, I mean, it wasn't too difficult, but it's good to be out kicking the ball anyway and running around.
Now, you've got a Gaelic background, you're from Ireland. How'd you find out about Australian rules football?
I mean, in general, everyone knows about it in Ireland. You know, it used to be on TV, I think, when I was a kid, and then you hear about Irish players being poached by some of the clubs, and you know, guys going over and kind of these camps they have in Ireland. So certainly it's in the news. And then this club in general, like, I had no kind of intention to play Aussie rules. I moved over with my missus, and I saw there was a Gaelic football club here, and then through the Gaelic football club I found out about the Aussie rules. And you know, back home I was playing Gaelic football, hurling, training twice a week, playing 50 odd games a year. It's a lot less here. The Gaelic footballers train once a week with with a few tournaments, so then the fact that the Aussie rules is twice a week with more games, I just jumped straight into it. So I started playing, I think probably like my second or third week over in Sweden, so I've been playing for about 5 years now.
Okay, and what is it about the Aussie game that you love?
You know, it has that bit more physicality than Gaelic football, so I guess kind of the most enjoyable thing is that if you can properly hit someone. You know, in Gaelic football you can throw a shoulder, but in Aussie rules you can really, if someone's annoying you, you can really go after them and knock them over.
Well, Donald, thank you so much for joining Winston Sports Media, and best of luck for the season ahead.
Cheers, thanks a lot.
Kat, welcome to Winston Sports Media. How are you feeling after your very first training session after such a long layoff because of the COVID-19?
Oh, fantastic. Legs are probably going to be a little bit sore tomorrow, but it's just good to get out, see everybody again after such a long time off, and put footy in the hands. It's feeling good.
So, Kat, you're an expat Aussie. How long have you been living in Europe, and how did you discover the Port Malmö Maulers?
I've been in Sweden for a couple of years, 2.5 years or so, and I found the club. I was actually looking for a soccer club to join because I used to play soccer back home. And then when I saw there was an Aussie rules club here, I just thought, like, that's too crazy not to join. And then I stayed because it's a good group of people. Like, it's a community here for Aussies, but also other expats too. So it's a great club.
And what is it about Aussie rules footy that you love about the game?
I think I don't know, compared to other sports or just in general, it's a sport which is not just about like winning or doing well or whatever. It's a sport where everybody can play a role, no matter what type of player you are, how big or small you are, and it's all about sort of supporting each other, getting around each other, and trying to build a community too. So yeah, that's what I really like about footy, even in Sweden.
Good social scene. And how would you describe yourself as a player, as in position-wise?
I'd say I'm a bit of an inside midfielder. Kind of, I'm not very big, not very great in the air. Don't have a terribly big kick, but I'm pretty fearless when it comes to getting my head down over the ball and a bit fast too. So.
And one last one, what would you say to any Scandinavian, European or expat Aussie that might be in Malmö and wanted to come and give the club a try?
Oh, I just say come down, have a go. We're totally open. We welcome people who've never played any sport before or whatever, so just come down and welcome anybody in around you.
Well, Kat, thank you so much for joining Winston Sports Media, and best of luck for the season. Welcome, Eric, to Winston Sports Media. How you going today?
Hello, thank you. How are you?
I'm going really well. Eric, we've just finished our very first training session for the Port Malmö Maulers. How are you feeling after the training session, after such a long period off because of COVID-19?
I'm actually exhausted. It was very tough, but it was so much fun. I was really looking forward to this. It's been a long wait, and I really needed the exercise, and just to meet all the people was so nice.
And Eric, tell me, how did you discover the Port Malmö Maulers?
Well, it was last year actually. I was going to play normal football, what's it called, soccer, and the season got delayed because of COVID, and I just wanted something to do, so I looked at this Meetup, this app, and there was some ads for this football, and yeah, why not? I hadn't heard about it before. I had no idea at all. I just showed up, and everybody was very nice, and yeah, I really loved it.
And Eric, tell me, what are the main factors why you love Australian rules football and playing it in general?
It's really, I think it's so physical. I mean, it's so difficult just kicking the ball. That's the first thing. I mean, being used to soccer, where it's quite easy to kick the ball, here it's really difficult because it's wobbling and it's so difficult to get it straight. And then it's, yeah, just physicality.
Well, Eric, congratulations on finishing your very first training session for 2021, and best of luck for the season ahead.
Thank you.
So that wraps up the Port Malmö Maulers training session number 1 for season 2021. It was a really good experience to have expat Aussies teaching a mix of Europeans. So you've got the locals, the Swedish, Scandinavians, all around in general. I tell you what, the Gaelic boys, the Irish boys, could kick a footy. They got the hook on the ball. A couple of Scottish lads in there as well, and it was really good to see the ladies participate as well. The links here in Port Malmö. So yeah, fantastic experience for a first Aussie rules experience. And I tell you what, the ground, as you can see, goalposts. Probably a dash shorter than what you'd find back home in Australia. But nonetheless, a fantastic experience. And yeah, look, I hope you enjoy the video, and plenty more content upcoming in Croatia, and we're going to be kicking it off in Zagreb. Stay tuned.